everyone, and welcome to the fifth and last day of IndieX. We have another awesome game showcase here today, and my name is Patricia, and I'm here with Jerome and Fred to talk about this lovely, lovely game called Pilo and the Holobook. Hello, guys. How are you today?
Hey everyone, doing good.
Hi everyone. Mhm. Same. Mhm.
So, who are you guys, and what is your role on this game?
Well, I'm gonna go first. I am Frédéric. I'm a senior artist in the game industry. I am currently the art director and principal artist working on the game, so everything visual is me for the moment. Uh, so yeah, excited to show a bit of the visuals today.
Nice to meet you. And what about you,
I'm
Jerome?
Jérôme, and yes, I'm Jérôme, and I basically do everything that Frédéric can't do. So I'm game designer, I'm a sound designer, and I program. And so yeah, it's basically the team is basically the boss of us. So I do quite different things on the project.
Um, can you guys hear Jerome well? Everyone on chat. I just want to confirm that. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, because I'm listening to him a little bit lower, but it's okay. Welcome both, and well, let's talk about your team. So, what is the name of your studio?
Okay, so we don't really have a studio structure at the moment, but we wanted to have some sort of name that we
Mhm.
could put like on the map. So we call ourselves Team Pillow. Basically, it's based on
Oh.
the on the project. Yeah, it allowed us to avoid like finding a super cool name and branding for a studio that doesn't exist. So it's just like, hey, it's just us, and we have a logo which is just a sticker with pillow, and this is how we talk about the team. I mean, on the internet right now. But usually when we talk about the team, it's more like, okay, we are just a duo of indie devs, and it's Jérôme and I working on it. So basically, there is no studio at the moment, like a real structure. It's more like very indie oriented experience.
Hmm. Well, I find the name really cute, and I totally can see you guys with a shirt saying Pillow Team with the lettering, the little ears and the little tail. So I
Yeah,
think that will work perfectly.
yeah, that would be awesome. We thought about it.
Yeah. So haven't you guys been to any game show yet to showcase your game? I mean, physical event.
Yeah, for a bit of context, we are still in early development. We are in alpha right now, and this is the first time that we showcase the game publicly. We haven't shown the game to many people. I mean, we have a Twitter where we can where we showed like a trailer, maybe some videos and stuff. But so far, we haven't showed the game in any events. So yeah, world premiere.
I'm whoa, that's like a huge honor because we everyone will be seeing that in a moment. The game looks really nice already. So guys, thank you. This is really an honor to
Mhm.
be one of the first to show everyone the potential of this game and how awesome of an adventure it will be. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. Oh,
thank you very
oh my
much.
god. That's so nice. Hmm. Okay. Let's move to the game so that everyone can start to see how lovely the game already looks. And oh my god, look at this starting screen. The art is really pretty, and I think everyone will be here for a treat on this game. And uh are you guys planning on coming to our physical event last
Yeah.
next month?
Unfortunately, we can't. It would have been such an honor to do that, but we we can't at the moment. But maybe like next year or for another game, we would be super excited to showcase physically. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Oh, I think that will go pretty well, and well, we all can't wait to see you guys showing this on a game on a game event, and I think people will love it because, as we will see in a moment, the game plays really well and it's really fun, and yeah, you guys will see. So, guys, what's this game all about?
Jérôme, do you want to start with this?
Yeah, sure. So the game is about a duo of characters. It's you play as Pilo with the assistant to the professor, another character you will meet in a second, and they are both going to live an adventure,
Hmm.
a world that is still stuck in medieval ages. They are going to go to space, and they're going to explore new worlds. And the professor will craft a book for Pilo so they can have a trace of their adventures. And so
Hmm.
Pilo will start to explore new worlds, and he's going to turn things that he encounter into stickers, and he's going to stick that in the book that the professor made for him.
Yeah. So you said the game is based on medieval ages?
Yeah, it's a bit of a fantasy world. Like, basically, we wanted to showcase a world that is a bit fantasy based,
Mm-hmm.
in which you have both the medieval language era, and at the same time you go into space. And we thought it would be like a great mix of exploring worlds in space, but at the same time you are grounded in fantasy, and so you have that sort of delightful mix of aesthetics with mechanical parts, and also maybe like at the very beginning there was maybe a bit of monsters and swords and all. Maybe it's not there at the moment, but there's absolutely like castles and
Oh.
that kind of language that we wanted to have, just to make sure that the game stands out, not just because it's we know there is a lot of fantasy based
Mm-hmm.
worlds out there in games, but the mix between going to space and having that sort of fantasy medieval language, we thought it would be very unique to show and make the game stand out a little.
That sounds amazing, actually. So, from what you're
Mhm.
saying, is this the start of the game? I mean, it probably isn't, right? This tiny bit I'm playing?
Yeah, it is the start of the game.
Ah, it is. Okay.
Mm.
Because here we go right into space, but oh, I like where you guys going. I mean, castles and swords and a lot of stuff happening both down here and on space. I think that can really work. And yeah, I can't wait to see. And well, look at the characters. They are really nice. Here we have already Pilo and the professor. And professor is really excited because we are moving the entire house into space. I find the dialogues really sweet and exciting because we are going on an adventure and the characters are also really excited. Great job on writing, guys. I mean, I felt the the wanting of that.
Nice. Kudos to
So,
Jérôme for that.
thank you, Jerome. So, how long have you guys been working on this game?
Yeah, so we started working on the game. I was the first one starting on the game about 2 years ago, something like this. And we started like very early, just exploring things. It was just like sketches and environment and ideas. That was a very rough idea. We took the time to find the characters, find the different things that we wanted to tell, like the story, the world building. So for me, it started 2 years ago, but the real project started like 1 year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
roughly something like this. So
Yeah.
yeah, we are in the middle of it.
Yeah, and then, as
Oh,
you can see, there are this is a scene that is still under development, so it's quite looking more like a rough sketch of what it's going to do. The first room you explored was quite definitive, but this one is more under development. So yeah, not everything is on the same stage of production.
yeah, but for the effect of being here and showing the game, I think it's also pretty fun to see some places where everything is not finished yet, like a work in progress. I think it's amazing for everyone to see because things just don't go up and everything is great. There's intermediary
Steps.
stages of the thing.
Mhm.
And when I saw this room, I was like, "Oh my god! So this is how it looks at an earlier stage." And I was like, "This is really interesting."
Yeah, we actually wanted to show the game a bit early because like we've been sharing on Twitter many images like step by steps or like still in development areas, and people have been excited and they like they actually love to look into the development of things. And we've also been showing some tips and tricks on how we create the world inside Unity, just to talk to like people that love the behind the stages, the backstages of game dev. And so we kind of like to showcase like the process, how we do things, like the characters, that kind of stuff.
I think that's really nice, and I also think that I totally need to follow you guys on Twitter because, well, we love games, you guys love games, and everyone wants to see like the steps of everything and dream about because, well, we are not creating our own games. We live through you guys, creating awesome games. So that also helps living the dream. you know
Nice.
i I think that that's really nice to share those tiny things, those intermediate steps on Twitter for everyone to see. And look, there are people on chat saying the art is really cute and that they really love the character Pilo with his little tiny glasses.
Yeah, we
I
took a
love
bit
him
of
too.
time to craft the character to make sure that he was likable. Like at first sight, you kind of knew what the temperature of the game would be, and so this character is like very friendly. Very, it's not too childish, but there is a bit of a duo between the prof and Pillow, and so we wanted to make sure that we have something that is very appealing at first sight. And Pillow is exactly what we wanted to craft.
Hmm. What did just happen in the game? We just moved to, well,
A
to
new
space,
They
I
world.
guess.
arrived to a new, yeah, to a new solar system, so the travel is over now.
Oh, an adventure is about to start, and Pillow was dreaming about of a giant cookie. Yeah, we can all relate to that. The game gives off a tiny bit, no, a not so tiny bit of steampunk vibes, but at the same time really cute punk
Yeah,
vibes. I don't know if that exists, but for me it exists right now.
I'm totally taking it. Cute punk. We're gonna use that term for the remainder of the project. But so we don't call the aesthetics steampunk, but more like industrial fantasy. Uh,
Oh.
Yeah, because there is a bit of magic. So that's the fantasy part, and the
Mm-hmm.
industrial part is like all the gears and the machines that you see. And we wanted to have that sort of. It's not like a very unique way of doing things, especially nowadays in games. But we wanted to have something that still feels magic. And when we are gonna add like animation and stuff, like floating things and more like holograms, maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna make sense in the end. It's gonna feel quite unique.
I think you are right because despite all this machinery, yeah, the game gives off a magical vibe as well, and we will see that later. And oh boy, I can't wait to see what you guys do on this. So how big are you guys actually planning the game to be? Because we planned something and then it then ends up doing something being something completely different. But right now, what are your plans?
Yeah, so currently the scope is we wanted to have a short and delightful experience. So we wanted to first make sure that we can release the game,
Hmm.
and because it's just the both of us working on it, that means a short and sweet experience was the right deal.
Yeah,
So we want to have multiple worlds to explore, but also make sure that you don't spend like too much time exploring many areas, like empty areas that we see nowadays in games. The
yeah,
content should be immediate, kind of. You should experience like beautiful environments, see multiple things. And so, we have some targets and we have inspiration from other games. For example, we have a short hike, which is a very good game, and it's just like maybe 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, maybe under that. We have Toem, which is also collecting some sort of like photos. It's just 2 hours, and we thought
hmm,
that for once, like we were some veterans in the industry, and usually you want to feature creep, you want to add so much to the game, and we decided to go the opposite way, kind of. We wanted to have something short and that you can enjoy right away.
yeah. I understand, and yeah, I think it will work because there is public for both both things after all, and sometimes people just are just looking for a tiny sweet adventure that they can enjoy, and who knows, maybe repeat a couple of times if they missed something, and a wholesome happy adventure. I do love happy games.
Yeah, that's the same for us, basically. Like maybe sometimes you're tired of like, slaying monsters everywhere, or like that massive AAA game. Why
Hmm.
don't you take a short break and play a game that you can finish in a few hours and just enjoy it like a movie,
Yeah,
kind of. Like you just have your Nintendo Switch, you play it, and after a few hours, you're like, oh, that was a delightful experience. Would do it again, would recommend, and move on.
yeah, yeah. I think you guys are right, because yeah, sometimes you just want to complete, live an adventure, and there it goes. We did it. It was amazing. Let's move to the next one. Yeah, I can totally relate with what you're saying. And yeah, this is a really bright game, and I think people will love it. And by the way, I will take the chance to say that this game is already on Steam, and you can totally wishlist it. And guys, what are your plans? Are you guys going to have this game on another platforms besides Steam?
Yes, so our primary target is actually the Nintendo Switch, and
Mm-hmm.
the game is already running on Switch. We have a dev kit for the Nintendo Switch, and we basically test our game primarily for that specific platform. Now we know that it's super easy nowadays to just release the game on Steam, so that is
Yeah.
also why you have a Steam page. People can wishlist, so it gives us like a bit of the temperature of interest at the moment. And we might target macOS version because it's not that hard to make as well. I mean, it's a tiny game. We don't have that much to accomplish there. And let's see about the rest, like maybe other consoles further down the line. But for now, it's just PC and Switch.
Yeah, I think that will be a perfect match. And so, guys, what just happened here?
Want to take this
I
one, Jerome?
Well, as I said earlier, the professor made this Holobook for Pilo. It's basically an encyclopedia, but Pilo is going to fill it with things that is going to see in the different worlds he will explore. And so every time he scans a new object in the environment, it's going to create the book is
hmm,
going to create a new sticker, and the player can stick the sticker as you just did basically everywhere in the pages, and you can rotate it, you can scale it, you can position it as you like. It's kind of creating your own scrapbook of your adventure.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like Pillow is saying, now that's a job for me. Great.
Of course it is.
I can totally go with that. I mean, scanning everything, collecting everything in a sticker book. So that's what we have on our
Yeah.
back, right? That's the Holobook.
Yeah, exactly. It's a massive book. It's a magical, mechanical book, and yeah, we wanted to create an item that was a bit different from what we see. We had so many ideas for the Holobook, like how it looks, maybe like a camera. There was a bit of exploration with being more like something like a vacuum cleaner or whatever, but in the end it ended up being stickers on a book, and we're super excited about this idea because it's truly unique to have that sort of book that is collecting things, transforming things into a sticker, and you just paste it the way you want. So yeah.
And now you just want like to scan everything. You complete your book. Look. This is great, guys. Believe me. Everyone who's watching this, you feel like you want to scan everything. Look, and the art is really pretty, and you can zoom the stickers, and you can rotate them. Also rotate them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can be super creative with the way you stick the stickers.
And we can scan small things and big things, and wow, some things even have descriptions, right? Whoa.
Yeah, we thought that adding a bit of description sometimes gives a bit more depth into the world that you're exploring, because it's not all about exploring things, it's also understanding what's going on. And maybe like Pillow is adding some detail, and so it gives that sort of discovery, like a bit more information about the world that you are exploring at the moment. And because you are a bit like a scientist exploring a world, it makes sense for Pillow to add description of, oh, you know, that thing is this and that, and this is how I understand the world, the way it's presented to me. I think it's interesting for the players to have additional information about what's happening all around them.
Yeah, and it helps on world building a lot. And look, when we have already scanned something, the game tells us, oh, and we need to scan 8 things. So we need to scan another thing. Let's try the pumpkins. And there we go. And right about now, we only have like not even 50% of what we can actually scan on this scenery. We will have like a lot of sceneries to scan throughout the game.
Yeah, there are quite many sceneries to scan. Some of them are a bit more empty. Like this one is, I mean, it's a garden, so there is a lot like insects and plants, and there is a vegetable garden. So of course there is a ton of things. But some areas will be a bit more empty because we want to tell a bit more like a story, like the scenery needs to tell a story. So you don't scan that many things and collect that many things. But yeah, there is quite a lot of stuff to collect in this game. So yeah.
That's really fun. And that's really sweet. And someone is saying on the chat that this game is giving off vibes of those feel-good animated series that they watched as a kid, sometimes when it always ends well, and the protagonist is always with a smile on his face or her face, and we totally want to go on an adventure with the protagonist, you know.
Yeah, that was one of our goals with Jérôme. Like, we are optimists, and we also wanted to make a game that is different from, you know, you just slay monsters and whatever. Like, why don't we take a few hours to just have that sort of positive experience and have, you know, engage in something that is positive in the end. and creative at the same time, because I see you pasting the stickers in a totally different way than I do. So yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want.
And now we can choose the first planet that we will explore. Oh, that sounds, yeah, going on an adventure. I want that. And will we be able to move the stickers again on the book? Because right now I think I can't. I'm not entirely sure, but
Yeah, for now there is no plan for that. So it's a
Cool.
question that we want to explore things. I mean, it's still in development, so nothing is set in stone for now. Especially for stickers, we have many ideas. We are still talking about it, but at the moment, it's not a plan. We want to make sure that people have that true sticker experience. Basically, like you get a sticker, you paste it, and it's done.
yeah. Now that's a true sticker experience where sometimes you kind of regret how you glued it, but well, in the end, it's your work of art, right? So
Yeah. You have to commit sometimes.
yeah, that's a funny way to put it. So, what planet do you guys want to explore first? It was for you, Jerome and Fred.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, the desert one, or yeah, the desert one, like top left, would be nice. Or
Okay, so let's go to Tempestas. See, that was a great choice. I knew it. And for the shut room, the what? Sorry. So I see that Professor is trying out new names for everything. But yeah, let's go to the shut room now. I mean, what is the shut room? Do you guys want to tell everyone what the shut room is? I find that really cute.
yeah, that's the creative idea that Jérôme had at some point. Like maybe we could use Pilo's room as a little shuttle to explore space and worlds. And so we thought it was a delightful idea just to say, hey, we have a cute character exploring worlds in his room that was very fantasy oriented. And so we kept the idea, and we think it's kind of working. It's kind of fun.
I think it works pretty well because well, that's how we all went on our adventures, right? When we were kids, it was like in our room, so pretty much it was like the shut room for everyone.
Yeah.
So I think that's really sweet. You guys know what you're doing, really appealing to everyone in the sweetest manner.
Yeah, we're talking to the inner child.
Totally. I feel like we are in a deep conversation right now with my inner child. This is really exciting. And well, let's go then. Chapter 2, The Mysterious Glue. So, we have arrived on a new planet.
Yeah, and once again, this one is early in development. But as you can see, like the general idea, like the overall idea for this planet is here. The aesthetic, like what kind of language that we want, the ambient. And so, we are super excited to polish this one further because we think it's going to be like a true Indiana Jones experience.
Looks like it. With weird things in the screen, but sudden bridge and the music. And oh, what's this? Oh, we need a map or a compass? So, where can we find a map or a compass?
Yeah, so don't forget that you have your Holobook with you and you can collect clues about what's happening in the world.
Right. Oh, so we have a map of the desert. Looks like some kind of treasure hunt. So now we have a map of the desert.
Yeah, we wanted to explore stuff like gameplay, treasure hunts, and maybe like some puzzles in the Holobook. And so you kind of use your Holobook to help you navigate the world. It's not just about collecting stickers, like the stickers also give you information about what you need to do in order to move forward.
Unfortunately, you
Oh.
won't be able to venture into the desert with this version of the game because the desert is quite is very early development. So we put this, you know, it's at the heart of the story of the game. This matters are just fine. Some kind of well, as Pilo say, is a strange dark matter that is that you will actually find everywhere in the different planets you are going to explore. And those the first mission of Pilo was to fill his Holobook, but during the adventure he will discover that he is going also to try to help people in this because it's like some kind of poison that is going to grow everywhere in the world.
Yeah. Because that was like instantaneous, you know, you arrived there and you saw, this is bad.
Exactly.
No, sorry, guys. So we need to show the professor what this weird purple thing is all about that is blocking our way. And, well, the world may be big, but we can't really pass right now. So we are going to show the professor.
Yeah, I mean, he's interested in knowing what you're doing in space, right? Like, of course, you are the one collecting things, but he's also your mentor, and so he wants to know more about the world.
Oh, and Pillow is really worried because something made the Holobook all dirty. And it's really fun because they like to make up words a lot, new words. And now we get to progress on this. So the rest of the story will be connected with this, you know, strange purple thing.
Yeah.
Or it's just like a first mission to get the hang of things.
Yeah, that is one of the core things that is happening in this universe. There is you're gonna investigate more about to find more clues and information about what's happening with this mysterious glue or dark matter. So it's at the core of the story. The game is going to be a bit short, so we don't have like that many things that we can put in the story. We wanted to have a core idea that is super easy to follow, and once you have this, well, you just follow along and discover more.
Yeah, and that makes us want to visit like every planet. So let's go to Tergo. Because the professor just told us about collections. That's a thing on the game. Do you guys want to talk about what happens when you do an entire collection?
Yeah, so sometimes in some pages of the Holobook, you instead of just putting stickers everywhere you want, you can accumulate different stickers on the same topic. And when stickers on this topic, the Holobook is going to generate and information about the topic you are investigating. So right now, you are going to investigate on this purple matter, so you have to find 4 stickers of this dark matter, and when you're done with this, the Holobook is going to create new information about this.
Yeah, exactly. It's a kind of way of in the Holobook, you can just collect things and paste things the way you want. But in order to follow the story with ease, we wanted to have these collections that are a focus for the player. Like, okay, I have a collection about that dark
Yeah.
matter. I need to complete it. You know exactly how many stickers that you need to find and that sort of thing, because otherwise it would just be like open-ended, and we wanted to make sure that people could follow the main quest based
Yeah.
on these collections.
Yeah, and lead the player a bit so you don't get like, I'm tired of this. I'm just like exploring. Now you have a goal.
Yeah, it's a purpose, basically, so that, for example, if you play the game for a few minutes and then you just stop, then you just come back to the game, you open up your Holobook and you're like, okay, I need to continue that collection because this is the way to progress. I'm still like 3/4 of it. I just need to find one more. Let's do that. I just have a few minutes to do that. Why not?
Yeah, I think the design really works, you know, and yeah, you feel compelled to, well, first of all, to collect everything, right? I mean,
Mhm.
I must collect everything on my sticker book, and I think that will be the feeling for everyone. But it's really cute, and you have an extra purpose
Mhm.
on that. And well, we are only missing one
Yeah.
map.
Yeah, so as you can see, this planet is a bit dark at the moment, and we wanted to showcase like a few different things. Basically, like when you go on a planet or a world, you have something that is truly different from the rest of what you've been exploring uh, in the other worlds. And
Mm-hmm.
there is actually a bit of experience, a gameplay experience that is going to be a bit unique in each planet. So we are still early in that exploration of how the gameplay will turn out. But yeah, we are super excited to just have these pillars. And we just say, okay, you land on this planet and you're going to have a sweet experience that is a tiny bit different from the rest. It's not all about collecting stickers, it's also about having a different gameplay situation in this, like a modifier basically, on each world. And so we're excited to find like that sweet spot of you
Yeah.
discover a new world, but there is also something that is working differently on this world. And so you need to investigate that. And, in this one, like you just navigate in the dark. And that's super different from maybe the desert where you need a map.
Yeah.
And there are so many different things that you're going to see in the game. It's going to be different each time. And this is at the core of the experience. It's like a movie, basically, because the game is short. You
Yeah.
jump on a world, you have something that is different. That's cool. And you move forward and you explore.
Yeah. And I think you guys nailed it because the worlds not only look different, but they also sound really different. The mood is completely different. Yeah. And so, Jerome, what just happened? I mean, I collected everything, and now what's this?
So this is actually the last sticker that the Holobook is generating about this topic, the purple matter. So Pilo is going to call this the tar. It's the matter that is infecting the different worlds in Xop. And actually, you will learn later that how the Holobook actually works. It's connecting with his owner and transform his thoughts and into something tangible. So actually, the Holobook is connecting to Pilo and what his understanding of the world and what he sees in the world, and he's turning this into stickers and information.
Hmm. Oh, and just question. While we were traveling here back home, there was like a loading screen. Is that one of your early sketches or something about?
Yes, it is. It is like we've been exploring so many things. What we call the lab ship, like the current world we're in, the house that goes into space. We wanted to have something that is funny to explore. Like there is a garden, there is the lab, there is the shut room, the engine room. Early in development, there were so many areas that we wanted to do also, but in the end, we decided to stick to a few rooms. So maybe that screen won't be in the final game, but I'm gonna show the sketch at some point, just because we wanted, to have that sort of big ship with so many things to do on it, and we decided to
Yeah.
scale down a tiny bit to make sure that the game was very focused on the narrative and not just add more rooms to not do anything. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a nice sketch. Yeah, and I totally think that you should put it, even if it's somewhere on the wall on
Mhm.
the game. But yeah, I think you should totally keep that in the game. So these worlds we have just met, they will they are bigger, right, than the tiny part that we just saw, because the tar is like blocking it.
Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly,
we want.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm,
Go ahead,
sorry.
Jean.
Yeah, yeah. We wanted to narrow down the experience that you were going to play today. So
Mm-hmm.
we put the tar on places that it's not going to be final. It's just for us to
Oh.
reduce the time of the gameplay today, and so you won't
Okay.
places that are too rough or buggy. So you will be able to explore a bit more, but indeed, actually, in the end, the tar is still going to be a blocker for you, and you will just after the moment you lived right today, um, the professor is going to invent an improvement for the Holobook that it's going to allow you to break down the tar for a moment, and you will be able
Oh,
to go through and explore even more of every planet you just discovered today.
that totally sounds like an adventure. And well, guys, our time is almost at an end, but I think we did pretty much all we needed today. I mean, we studied the tar. We totally made a sticker out of the cookie jar. I mean, all my goals were just accomplished today. And well, let's take these last moments. You guys can say anything you want to everyone who is listening. And well, go ahead, guys. This is your time.
Yeah.
Last
So
minutes.
the game is still in development, guys. So we are excited to show more, whether it's on X or Instagram or whatever. Follow us here. Wishlist the game on Steam to make sure that you don't miss it. And yeah, we are truly excited to release a game that is basically us. So it has that optimism, the colors, the universe, the narrative, the dialogues, everything. It's gonna be a sweet experience, and I think you're not gonna want to miss that. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I think.
the game we are approximately at the halfway through our development, so we are planning early 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still some time ahead of us. And thank you everyone, and thank you everyone in the. I was also taking a look at the chat. So every thank you everyone who put a word out there, and the nice words I read. Thank you very much. It's heartwarming.
Yeah, we will be impatiently waiting for the game. We will be wishlisting. At least I have already did. So in time, we will be able to connect with our inner child and just play this lovely, lovely adventure. Thank you guys for being here today. It was amazing. Thank you, and it was an honor, really. And I wish you guys the best. And well, everyone that is watching us, this was Pillow and the Holobook, and stay tuned because we have a lot more games to show you today. This was just the beginning. Bye bye.